Okay, and welcome to the lab. Anyway, today I'm bringing you the video I've been promising you for ages, and that is a look at something I picked up recently, and that is the green frog from Poundland for £1. No, it's not. Go away! Get out of here! And it's not this cup of tea either, but I don't mind indulging. Anyway, what we are here to look at is this. A big black bloody bag with a thing hanging out, which shouldn't have been hanging out by preparation. Anyway, yes, we're not so much interested in this. Well, this is in its own quite cool. If I can get some, well, I've got some black polish, I could actually get this looking quite good, I think. But we're more interested in the contents. But first of all, it's story time. Are you all prepared? Are you tucked up? Then I'll begin. Right, we're at Chesley Street Flea Market as usual, and I just mentioned that I, really like one of these big old video cameras. And my wife, as usual, spotted a digital camera which is about that big. And I said, well, that's not quite what I'm looking for, that's a young sort of thing, I want the proper big old thing. And the owner of the store said, well, in that case you might want to look over here. And he pointed at this bag, so I walked over, and as I walked over, I saw this sticking out. I was like, oh, geek juices are flowing. So I reached down, grabbed it, pulled it out, and revealed was this glorious machine. Just tilt the thing down a bit for you. Oop, the book just gave up on life there. Here we are. Right, so if I put it at an angle, you can see it. It is, falling over, an Hitachi VM1200E, believed to be from about 1985, that sort of era. I said to him, now does it work? He says, yes, it works fine. How much do you want for it? £10. So we snapped his hand off and we bought it. At the time it didn't have this on the front. This is retrofitted by me. It's actually a bit big, so it's glued on with a tiny spot of glue. The original one was on there, but it just fell to bits when I touched it with age. So we took it home, and well, first of all, before we deal with the camera, let's look at what it came with, because it came with quite a bit. Obviously there was the bag. I haven't fitted everything back in the bag because I'm stupid and I don't know how to get everything back, so it came with a mains adapter. Just tilt the camera down so you can have a look at my collection here. Came with a mains adapter. Came with these two normal batteries. It came with this come here. There we go. This large battery, which I've just had that on the back of the camera. It came with various cables, one for attaching to the TV so you can have like a permanent setup. Composite cable. It also came with a couple of audio cables and one for car charging. I'm not going to unravel that out, put that straight back where it can cause no trouble. It also came with the manual, the original manual, most of which is here. Oops, knocking the camera, not good. Yeah, most of it is here, and also I think the cover is missing, but it's still present. It's in little pieces which you need to glue back together and put it back. So, it came with all that and this bag. And inside we found this, because you know it's like you grab something like this, you're still downtown, you get excited. So we went to a restaurant and went all the way through this bag, and we found in it a job receipt. And I'm not going to show you it all because it's got an address on it, But as you can see here, in 2001, it had £109.59p spent on it. And you see the details there. It's basically a refit of the drums, belts, tape, guides, reassembled, check, test. Yeah, so it's basically had the whole heads refitted. I should put that back in there. So that's 2001. Doing some research has showed that these cameras could have been professional cameras, so this may have been a reporter's camera, which just explains all of this, which I'm now going to put quickly out of the way. Now it's time to have a look at the beast herself. Right, bit of a story. When we got her home, I got the power adapter, put it on the back, switched it on, because there was no charging the batteries. So I switched it all on. And what happened? Bugger all. It was at this point I realised I may have been sold a dud. So anyway, I put a battery on the back of there, which goes on something like... too many batteries, too much stuff. Right, here we go. Goes on something like this. And plug it in. And it started charging the battery. But there was still no power going into the main unit. So once the battery was charged, we used one of these little batteries. We only got about a minute's life out of it, so we thought, oh, bugger, the batteries are gone. But luckily found out later this one, probably get about an hour and a half to this battery. It's still a good one. But we put the battery on the back, and these crappy ones, got about a minute's life out of this. So we knew it worked, but there was still a problem with the mains getting to it. So, what I did, if I take this back off, I had a look around. I stripped down this power block, and eventually we saw, I'll have to give it a few moments to focus here, just in that little slider there is, are you going to focus on that? Well, anyway, you can see just about, come here, there is a micro switch, and as it turns out, there's a little knob type thing on the back of here, which activates the micro switch, and this is broken off. So all it did was seal the micro switch shut, put it back on. Hey presto, Bob's your uncle. Perhaps he isn't, I don't know, ask your mother. But anyway, it fired up. So we had a fully working machine for £10, which is nice because apparently, according to some people I've spoken to, these cost a few pretty pennies to buy working second hand, because they're classed as professional, apparently, so I'm told. Don't know if it's true, but I'm told. So it fired up, and I'll just show you it working. Well, I'll show you it through the eyepiece. Can you see the eyepiece from there? Yes, you can. So I'll switch it on, take the lens cup off, put it in camera mode, and press operate. And you should see from there it jump into life. Now I'll just dismount the camera. We'll go and have a look, shall we? There we go, into the eyepiece of life. And you can see my hand there. Woo! Move around a little bit there. Change the display. There we go, look at that. Woo! So you can see that actually works. So what we'll do now, we'll have a quick look around it. Obviously on the back is the battery, and I use this rather heavy duty one here. Just switch it off while not in use. It's off. Right, on the top we have the controls. So we've got an eject button for the VHS tape, camera video selector, operate button, the usual video controls, display, and a counter reset. Got all that count reset. On the front is the actual viewfinder here and microphone. I've been asked by several people to open this bit up. I may obey. But first of all, sometime not in this video. First of all, let's have a look at the side. At the back, we've got the Hitachi integrated camera and video VM1200E and TV zoom lens. So I don't know if that's trying to also confirm that this is a professional camera. I know not. Perhaps you do. Right up here we've got the rocker switch for the manual focusing, which I believe at the moment I don't know if it's actually working, so that may lead to a teardown video. Yeah, in future. But for now, we'll just look at it. Power focus, got push for auto, manual and auto. Auto iris, a review which takes the tape back about 10 seconds and lets you see the end of what you recorded. Self timer, shutter speeds, and some controls for setting the date and time on the memory. We have the Mars color video camera, don't know what Mars stands for, not a clue, and a macro button. At the front, the lens itself, or the lenses, because there are loads in there. Loads, I tell you. See what happens if I switch it on. Oops. Where's the on button? There it is. Right. Focus. Focus, I command thee. I command thee to focus. Come on. And you come. Right. Does anything special happen? Well, judging by the change in lights there, it does change a bit. Oh, there she goes. Right. And off. Well, you can see the iris opening in there. So it does change a little bit. Not much. So, autofocus. On the top here, we've got Hitachi. On the side, we've got W and T, which stands for wide and telefocus. On the back there, we've got the handle and the record button, which is very handily placed for your thumb. Very nice. Even the lens cap is tied on, so you don't lose it. Handy. On the side, we have, this is the tape drive side itself. As you can see, VHS movie 1200E. Hitachi high-speed shutter. Auto white balance, auto focus, power focus, auto iris, integrated camera and video. You can actually use this sort of as a domestic video player. I'm not sure it can be called though off the TV. Right, and the tracking controller, don't touch. The earpiece, which I use for sending audio to the laptop, and the AV out for sending feeds to the TV. So that's a quick look around it. Let me just do this for you. Ready, focus, okay. And oh, that's trouser-wettingly leaky. Oh yeah. And now you get the glory of the interior. Although I've got no light, so you can't see too well. Just get the best light I can. See all those fantastic heads and stuff in there. Amazing stuff. I want. Oh god. Yeah. It's worth just sitting here and going. Oh, just for that sound. It's so nice. Now, I did record some footage of this inside the Geek Lab, but I didn't think it did it justice. Well, I thought it was not bad, but then I took it outside and we did some filming outside, which with my dog, who for some mysterious reason has now been renamed Fenton. And well, let's have a look at the footage, shall we? Here we have the camera outside in some local fields, and as you can see, it works rather nice. As I look up into the sky, we can see the details of the sky. That's very nice. Now let me show you what it's like. And here's our dumb dog. Now let me show you what it's like with a stable platform. Just I'll just get this nice and straight for you all. There we go. It's a bit big on this tripod, but ah, Jesus Christ! Fenton! Fenton! Jesus Christ! Fenton! Yes, a rather embarrassing moment there with the dog, but at least she wasn't chasing reindeer. Oh dear. I seem to remember an event pretty similar to that recently happening. So yes, anyway, future plans for this. We are going to be using this perhaps in some of our videos to be recording us while we're playing games. We're also going to be using it in the for the RGVX Life channel. We'll do some of the walks and talks with this camera. Mrs. VX, also known as the Pink Fluffy Monk, who was lurking outside there, who is the Pink Fluffy Egyptian today because she's got her bath towels on. She's just been
white striped Egyptian.
Okay, she's just been in the shower. Intends to take this to replay this year, don't you?
Yeah.
And she's going to be playing with it. So if you see her with it, duck, because she's going to record you with it. She wants to have fun with her own camera this time. And she doesn't care how heavy it is or... No, she's smiling and grinning and she's getting very geeky.
I will get your embarrassing moments on tape.
Especially you, Bedway.
Still all the waltz.
So there we go. That just shows you if you know a few little simple things, you can do a good analysis. You can get things dirt cheap, like the laptop, and like this for £10. And so there we go. Ultra geeky looking, fantastic. I love it, and especially at that price. And yes, the focus may not be working, so we may be bringing another video having a look inside this. I hope it doesn't work, so we can have a look inside it. And I may do a separate teardown of this. That's as requested by the EPROM 9. Whose channel, if you're not subscribed to it, you should be subscribed to it. So get that thing and go and subscribe! And yes. Thank you very, very much. This is Retro Gamer VX reporting for YouTube. Thank you.